Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is a new video for lecture 1. The subject is the CT364 Concrete Technology and RCC Design. And this is your teacher Sayyid Nasir Ali. This lecture is for DA 3rd year Civil. The course outline for concrete technology and RCC design. Before we discuss the course outline, we should know about the contact hours. The course is 192 contact hours, 96 hours theory and 96 hours practical. The aims of this subject is number 1, to understand the properties and behavior of the concrete and art of the making of the good concrete. Behavior means the concrete strength, and making a good concrete means a good quality of concrete. The number 2 is to understand the fundamentals of RCC design. This is the chapter 1, ingredients of the concrete, and for this chapter, the ingredient of the concretes, the course outline is consists of the cement, types, the uses, properties, tests of cement, and number 2, we will talk about the aggregates, the classifications and their properties of aggregates. We will also talk about the bulking of the sand, the grading of the fine and coarse aggregates, and number 3, we will talk about the water impurities, effect of excess impurities, function of water in concrete. This is the whole chapter number 1, ingredients of the concrete. And in this lecture, what we will learn: introduction of the concrete, general constituents of the cement, and manufacturing of the Portland cement. We will talk about these 3 topics. Now, starting with the ingredients of the concrete. This is the introduction of this ingredients of the concrete. The concrete is basically prepared by combining of the 3 elements. Of these, the first is the binding material and is called cement. We should know the cement is a binding material. It binds the material in the concrete. The second element is aggregate. This is an inert material which increases the volume of the concrete as well as the strength of the concrete. This aggregate make the concrete economical and create the special qualities in the concrete. This element is further divided into the 2 categories. One of these is called the fine aggregate, while the other is coarse aggregate. Mostly, sand is used as the fine aggregate, whereas crushed stone or broken bricks used as a coarse aggregate in the concrete. In addition to this, the quality of these elements affect the standard of the concrete. This is very important. Different types of cements is used for different occasions. In the same way, the different types of aggregates are used for different qualities. These includes lightweight aggregates and the heavyweight aggregates. The standard of the water. We will talk about the water. The standard of the water used also affects the standard of the concrete. The different impurities of the water have negative effect on the standard of the concrete. These impurities include organic and inorganic elements, different salts and germs, etc. All these elements should be assessed before preparing a concrete. Before starting the cement, we know the definition of the cement. The cement is a binding material. Cement is such a material which has the quality of cohesion is called cement. In civil engineering, by cement is meant a such material which joins the different elements of concrete and other constructional materials. In materials, we join the aggregates, we join the different types of tiles, flooring materials, and many things we will talk about later. The biggest element used to prepare the concrete is lime. The biggest element used in the preparation of cement is lime. This is very important, lime. In addition to this, silica, alumina and iron oxide, chemically Fe2O3, are also its important members. Their quantities in the cement are as follows. Number one, the lime, which is the biggest part of the cement. Its chemical name is CaO. The quantity varies from 60 to 67% in the cement. Number two, the silica. This is SiO2, its chemical name. The quantity varies 17 to 25%. The third element is alumina and chemical name is Al2O3 and its quantity varies 3 to 8%. The fourth part is oxide. The chemical name is Fe2O3. Its quantity 0.5 to 6% used in cement manufacturing. The number 5 element is magnesia, MgO, and its quantity is 0.1 to 4% in the cement. Sixth part is the sulfur trioxide, SO3. Its value is 1% to 2.2%. And the last one, alkalis. This is the soda and potash. The values are 0.5 to 1%. Now this is the continuity of the cement. Cement is in the form of the powder, is the dry state. It becomes hard after setting in water. When we apply water in the cement, it will set. The setting of the cement by addition of the water is called hydration. That's why the cement is also called hydraulic cement. The prepared cement consists mostly of the silicate of the lime and the aluminate. Some most important are tricalcium silicate, the dicalcium silicate, the tricalcium silicate, and fourth one is the tetracalcium silicate. Their chemical name is C3S, C2S, C2A, and C4A. Their formula for chemical This is 3CaO SiO2, 2CaO Si2, SiO2, 3CaO Al2O3, and the fourth part, tetracalcium aluminate, its chemical name is 4CaO Al2O3 Fe2O3. The percentage varies 50%, 25%, and 12%, and last 8%. This is also continuity of the cement. Out of this compound, which we have studied before, out of these compounds, the tricalcium aluminate C3A and the tetracalcium aluminate C4AF are very helpful for the haste of the setting of the cement. Here haste means quick setting. These elements are used for the quick setting of the cement. These compounds are responsible for the initial setting of the cement, while the calcium silicates create the overall strength of the cement. Therefore, they are responsible for the final setting time of the cement. In last, 2 to 3% of the gypsum is added at the final grinding of the cement in its preparation. Now this is about the Portland cement. When first made and used in the early 19th century in England, it was termed Portland cement because its hydration product resembled a building stone from the easel of the Portland of the British coast. The first patent for Portland cement was obtained in 1824 by Joseph Aspdin, an English mason. Now this is the new topic, manufacturing of the Portland cement. The Portland cement is manufactured in the following three stages. Number 1, mixing, number 2, burning, and number 3, the grinding. Now we will talk about the mixing of the ingredients to prepare or manufacturing of the Portland cement. In this stage, the selected raw material for cement is ground. This action is performed in a tube mill. This is very important. The grounding material is in tube mill. In this stage, the ground material is dried up in the dry process. Mixing is continuing. The raw material can then be obtained in the powder form after grinding. In the wet process, that is, we apply the water. Sufficient water is used during grinding. In this way, the ground material is obtained in the form of slurry. The chemical analysis is done at this stage. The difference found in the ratio of the material, if any, is corrected. This is the second stage of manufacturing of the Portland cement, burning. This is the burning. In the second stage of the preparation of the cement, the corrected powder or slurry is sent to the rotary kiln. The kiln means we use for burning the material. This kiln is in the form of a cylinder which has been divided at some suitable angle with the horizontal surface. This cylinder goes on revolving gradually along the longitudinal axis during the burning. The burning is continued. The powder or celery is inserted in the form of the upper edge and fuel is inserted in the form from the lower edge. Temperature in the kiln is maintained as 14,000 degrees centigrade to 1400 degrees centigrade to 1500 degrees centigrade. The temperature is kept low at the upper edge of the kiln and high at its lower edge. During the burning action in the kiln, 30% of the raw material is melted and the chemical reaction takes place. This is the continuing of burning. The compounds of the cement are formed as a result. In this way, the material coming out from the kiln becomes clinker. This is the form of the black colored pieces. Their size ranges from 25 millimeter or in inches 1/8 inch to 1 inch. This clinker is in fact a cement. The last stage is the grinding. The third stage of the preparation of the cement is grinding. In this stage, the clinker on the cooling is grinded. The term is clinker and it is cooled down and after cooling it is grinded. The action of the grinding is performed in the ball mill. This is very important. The ball mill is a place where the clinkers are grinded. The cylindrical mill revolves around a horizontal axis. The mill contains steel balls of 2 to 3 kilograms weight. This is the continuing of the grinding. These balls grind the clinker. We have talked about the balls weighing 2 to 3 kilograms. There is a fitted sieve inside the cylinder along the external side of the cylinder. The grinded cement comes out from the sieve. At this stage, 2 to 3% of the gypsum is also added to the cement. This gypsum hinders the cement from quick setting after its preparation. This is our assignment number 1. Write down use, purpose and constituents of the following cements in construction industry briefly. Number 1 is the ordinary Portland cement, is also called OPC cement. Number 2, rapid hardening cement. Number 3, quick setting cement. And number 4 is a low heat cement. 5, white cement. 6 is a colored cement. The 7th one, the sulfate resisting cement. Number 8, slag cement. Number 9, pozzolana cement. Number 10, waterproof cement. Number 11, high alumina cement. Number 12, calcium chloride cement. And last one, expensive cement. Subscribe and like and share our YouTube channel. The channel name is High Learning. If you have any query, any question, email us s721.nasir@gmail.com. Thank you very much. This is the end of this lecture.